Welcome back to the wonderful live experience we have in downtown Grand Rapids. We are broadcasting live from the Graham Plaza, the Graham Lounge here, and we are indeed looking at, well, a lot of people, a lot of friends and family members who have been walking through. Okay, Rachel's husband Bryce has made his daily visit to 8 West. He's walked by, I've not even said one word to him, he's walked by every single day.
You got to tell that to Bill, your husband.
I know.
Like, come on.
Where are you, honey?
Step it up. Yeah,
I know. He had to go to Battle Creek today, unfortunately. Couldn't come here.
Well, so much going on. In addition to our prize, just last week we had the musical sounds of a couple of West Michigan's best loved bands in our studio, Troll for Trout and Midlife Crisis.
That's right, the band Midlife Crisis celebrating 10 years on the music scene here in West Michigan. And a week from today, they're actually holding a benefit concert to celebrate and to raise money for one of our favorite organizations, Kid Food Basket.
Yes, and I'm helping to host that concert at DeVos Performance Hall. And today we have Mary Kay Hood, the founder of Kids Food Basket. Of course, no stranger to 8 West.
Well, thanks for having me here today.
This is fantastic. You know, you have done so much with your organization, and now you have this big boost next week. Why don't you tell us about this event?
We are thrilled. It's September 30th at the DeVos Performance Hall. Beautiful venue, great bands, celebrating 10 years of Midlife Crisis playing for us in West Michigan.
You know, it is really exciting because I know that you've had so many different unique fundraisers for Kids Food Basket because the mission that you have is really so important. Tell us, for people who have maybe been living under a rock and have never heard about Kids Food Basket, exactly what you do.
Right. Well, for the last 10 years, we've been providing a sack supper at dismissal time for kids to take home from school. It's their evening meal. We provide an extra 1,000 calories. So we've been doing it for 10 years now. We're feeding around 3,800 kids.
Wow. Mary Kay, I know the need just continues to grow. You recently had to even move your headquarters to a larger area, and that's because of the need. I mean, and it is hitting some areas you're seeing that traditionally you wouldn't think. It's not just inner city kids. It's all over.
That's right. We're in Kellogg'sville, the Godfrey area, Wyoming. Yeah, we're pretty much all over the county.
Yeah. And we know that there's still a waiting list of schools and
But
kids.
that's why we're thrilled about this concert.
Yeah.
Because with that money and the other money that we've been able to raise, we're going to take on 4 new schools.
Oh, exciting. That's really good.
That is amazing. You know, and really, we've had a lot of people that have seen you and heard your story on 8 West. This is a woman that started this organization because you've always been an advocate for the hungry in West Michigan, not just kids, and become volunteers and just fallen in love with Kids Food Basket.
Nobody wants to think about a kid going to bed hungry when you can do something about it.
Yeah, and I wanted to just, you brought in a little present for my newbie. How cute is this?
That is so cute.
This is great. And I know you have a heart for kids.
We do. I know it's all about the kids.
What are some of the stories, you know, that you've heard over the years? I know you've got a million of them.
Oh yeah, there's so many stories about, you know, kids snitching another meal for their younger sibling. And if we know that there's a toddler at home, we'll send a meal for that child also. Stories about kids who didn't realize they were going to get another meal, so they brought part of it back the next day.
Wow.
Just sad, sad stories.
Yeah, you can't even imagine in a place where you think about, you know, so many, maybe have so much abundance, sharing that with those kids.
Well, that's why we're always so thankful we live here, because people have just embraced our mission, and we have 150 volunteers a day.
Who make those, literally, they
who do everything and take the meals.
You have an
bring the food. Yeah, it's an army of people.
And it's because it's a great organization.
Right.
We're super excited. We heard the sounds of Midlife Crisis. They're celebrating 10 years.
So much fun.
It's exciting for them to Troll for Trout, Domestic Problems, Brian Vander Ark. I mean, you've got this star-studded lineup. Were you surprised when they came to you and said they wanted to do this? And how did it happen, Mary Kay?
Because Dr. Bloom is the drummer, and he happens to be my rehab doctor. So he came to Bridget and I and said, we want to make this proposal. We want to do this. And we're going, thank you, yeah, thank you. So it's just going to be a fun time.
And people can still buy tickets.
Yes.
And
you can either call Kids Food Basket or you can get them at Ticketmaster.
fantastic.
That's fantastic.
It's going to be so much
A
fun.
great Friday night. I can't think of a better stage to be on, the Ross Performance Hall, and these groups that have just been entertaining in West Michigan for years.
know.
They're so well known.
Yeah.
Yep, so we're celebrating that. We're celebrating the fact that we're going to be able to feed more kids with the money. It's just all a good thing.
You know, I have to ask you, you recently received, last year you received a great award, quite an honor from President Obama, and as a result of that, you've had other communities, other cities across the country who have talked about the need in their own community. Tell us about that. I mean, that must just make you feel so good to think this organization is now spreading out across
We're
the
very
country.
proud of the fact that we feel we're a national model. It costs $1 a day to feed a child. So if communities across the United States could do what we're doing very easily, you just have to get the manpower, the access to the fresh and nutritious food at a low cost, and then organize it. And you know, I think we've been so successful because we're extremely calculated in our growth. We take on what we know we can feed now. And so we don't all say, okay, there's 10,000 kids, let's feed them. We do what we do, and we do it well. We're
It's a
very
commitment.
proud. Yes.
You know, like you said, being able to do it on a daily basis, and you commit to these families and being able to say, okay, yeah, you can count on
Right,
us.
we would never want to go back the next year and say, we fed you last year, but we can't this year. We would never do that.
Okay. Well, thanks for
great.
coming and sharing
Well,
the message,
thank you.
Mary
Guys are
Kay.
always our champions.
I'm looking forward to jamming out next
I
Friday
know
with
it's
you.
going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
So everybody come on down and have a good time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for
ladies.
joining us at our beautiful studio.
I know, it's great.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
I'm Steve Ford, visiting from San Luis Obispo, California. I'm with.
That's West.